Hey guys, so today is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. It is heavily focused on the eyeshadow, which is sort of this mixed metallic grunge type of smoky eye. So I hope that you enjoy. Alright, let's get this tutorial started. Alright love, so I already prepped and primed the skin using my usual skincare, and on the eyes for primer I use my Makeup Forever eye and lip primer. I'm going into the Viseart Cool number 2. I'm going to start by dip this light soft brown shade. This is with my Goss number 18 reliable little brush. Place that into the crease. Okay, so I wanted to let you guys know what's been going on with me. I know I've been gone for quite a while. I have been struggling with being sick a lot, and it's been harder to film just because I've been feeling so exhausted, and I love having made friends with all of you guys here on YouTube, and I would like to get back into the swing of things. It's just been a little bit of a struggle. I wish I had a real concrete excuse to give you guys, but I really don't. So I'm going to take the lightest shade and just place that underneath the brow. So look at my microbladed brows, you guys. Pretty good, right? I'm very happy with how they turned out. The color has come back. They are pretty much exactly what I was hoping they would be. I was really worried that the pigment wouldn't hold. The first time round, they kind of didn't. I will have a video on my microblading experience up on my channel. I was waiting for the brows to completely heal. I'm just going back and forth between these two shades and creating a nice smooth gradient between the two. Okay, so I'm going to take this brown over here. It's one step deeper, and I'm going to really start to shape that crease. This is above my natural crease, like I said, and I'm just going to blend back and forth. I want to create that really big blown out eye look that I love so much, so that is why I'm placing it up above the crease. Just little circular motions and back and forth motions, starting to shape that orbital bone, creating a nice depth. All the way from the inner arch over here to the outer edge by the temple. We're building up darker and darker, so I'm going to take this brown shade down here. Coming from below, angling the brush upward, I am creating sort of a defined crease, hooking it down along the outer edge and down along the inner edge. I just quickly changed my top to something that I thought would look cute with the eye look at the end. Anyway, so, ooh, this magnetism is really strong. With the medium brown first, sweep that underneath. Can you hear that squeaking? That's my little lipstick tower over here. Sorry if it's bothersome. I'll try not to lean on the table because it shakes it. I'm mimicking the top by using the lightest shades first. Obviously the bottommost edge, we're gonna have to deal with how that transitions into our actual complexion products, but for now it's fine. I'm going to take the deepest shade, bring that underneath the lash line, and now with this teal, what a gorgeous shade, right? So beautiful. I'm going to place that right on the outer third of the lid, just softly blending that throughout the look. I really don't want to close off the eye, so I'm going to overlap the metallic over this area. I don't want the darkness to really start too early, otherwise it'll make the eyes look a little smaller, but it'll be a good base. Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Twig. Place that right onto the lid. Melt All Day Everyday Metal Bond eyeliner in Roselence shade. I'm going to line the waterline with this. It's very bright and metallic, so it's perfect to create that contrast between the cool browns and the warm metallics. I'm going to extend it up into the inner corner a bit farther than normal. Now once we go over everything with shadow, it's really gonna stay put and look really vibrant. Before we do go in with metallic shadow, I'm going to go back into the turquoise teal shade and just make that more vibrant and layer that over the outer edge here a little bit more. Now for metallics! So what better to use than the Pag McGrath Decadence 4 palette. So I'm going to take this guy here with a flat brush. This is from Esum W21. I'm just going to pop that right on the center. I mean, come on. That is just fabulous. I'm actually going to drag that all the way across to the outer edge of the lid, letting it fade outward from there. I'm going to take some of that same copper and bring that in the inner corner, and I'm going to layer Sinful the pale yellow gold on top, I think, or maybe the bright yellow gold, I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of connecting it to the lid, like the inner corner to the lid, but we're gonna break that apart with some cool tones. Using like the tip of the brush to really create a thinner line. Take Sinful, the lighter yellow first, and then we'll take a little bit of this bright molten gold. Highlight that inner corner, just kind of tightly close to the actual inner corner, letting the copper surround it. And just a tiny bit of that yellow gold just to bring depth of color. Just pop right on the center. For depth, I need to go back and find a black somewhere. So all of these other Pag McGrath palettes have a matte black, which I'm going to use, but you can use any matte black or a really dark brown. It's up to you to make that choice. And again, with the Wayne Goss brush, I'm going to pat that right on the inner third of the lid. I'm just sort of stippling it on, like pat, pat, pat. Then I'm going to take that black again and darken right on the top in the crease on the outer third. I'm going to take this deep purple with a stubby little pencil brush from Modern Minerals, and I'm going to pat that right on the outer edge on top of the copper. A little bit on top of that inner third as well to smooth everything out. I'm going to take that underneath the lower lash line. And now for the teal. I'm popping that on the outer 2/3 of the lower lash line, right where we were building up that other sort of bluish shade from the Viseart. Cleaning up. Sometimes they can look really harsh after wiping everything away. So I'm using a clean brush, soften those edges a little bit. Okay, so for me, I think a generous coat of mascara will complete the eyes to my satisfaction. If you want, you can go ahead and throw on some falsies, but I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I'm going to take my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color pen, and I'm just going to fill in a couple little areas that I think will like photograph better and everything. Okay, so today's foundation of choice is my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Porcelain, and I'm going to use my Hourglass Stick Foundation brush with it. Oh, the coverage of this is insane, so I'm going to really sheer it out. I'm going to take my contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury and put a little bit in the cheekbones. With the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish #1 powder, this is the powder and sculpt brush. And lightly set, especially underneath the eyes. And anywhere where I put extra coverage. Go into my Charlotte Tilbury Sculpting Bronzer. Okay, so for blush and highlighter, I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm using this. I'm going to take out my new little Natasha Denona Blush and Glow. Look how cute they are! Blush with the same brush. And just hit this area. Oh, it looks so beautiful and natural. I'm going to take a little bit underneath the eyes. This blush. And then with the highlight shade, Walk of Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed. If you are new, again, please subscribe before you leave. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming back if you are a returning subscriber. So love you lots, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.